Okay, fine. I'll check out Smiling Friends.
I think the biggest surprises are behind me.
This is gonna be a long video. I think it's only fair that I bring all of your attention to season 2 episode 4, The Boss Finds Love. Alright then, I don't know who put you guys on this show, but I wish you wouldn't have recommended it to me, because this episode made me want to throw up. And bear in mind, this is the first Smiling Friends episode I watched, so I pray they aren't all as diabolical as this one. To be honest, I should have stopped scripting the video the moment I saw Mr. Boss marrying this demon. Why is it so realistic? Ew. So after Mr. Boss got married to this Area 51 subject, the business got changed from Smiling Friends to Brittany's Beautiful Demonic Flowers, because the boss is getting whipped into shape, and she was just ruining everything, to be honest. She was changing everyone's job roles, and she even tried to make Glep in charge of gardening, which is insane because everybody knows Glep hates gardening. It was pretty obvious that Mr. Boss was getting possessed, so Charlie, Alan and Pim discuss how to dispose of the demon. So after the couple blasts through the wall, they start thinking of ways to get rid of her, but before they could really do that, they needed to leave the building because of this huge eyeball that was just spying on them. So when they got to one of the guys' room, all I was thinking about was, what the heck is this? And why does his uncle own this? Like, I remember this reference, unfortunately, and I really wish I didn't, but at least it helped me avoid the jump scare that will come later out of literally nowhere. So they found out that in this journal, the boss's wife is Satan's daughter, and they need to kill her to save Smiling Friends. Now they just needed to figure out, how do you kill such a thing? Through a YouTube tutorial, of course. So they found a video on how to do it, and it was sponsored by the Dollar Shave Club right at the start of the video. Who would place a sponsorship right at the start of their video? Am I right? If the Dollar Shave Club sponsored my next video, I would do a way better job of promoting it. Basically, you need to drain the demons on a full moon, and after finding that out, they immediately shut down the video without checking out this guy's outro. You guys wouldn't shut down my video on the outro like that as well, right? Oh yeah, so at the beginning of this episode, Charlie met this guy who was waffling like crazy. He basically had a Baltimore accent, and I can't make out what he's saying for real, but he seemed pretty chill, and Charlie bought a knife off of him for about $600. So since he didn't want to damage the Lord of the Rings sword, he decided to use this guy's knife. You know what? Let's just call this guy Chabo for now. He's decided to use Chabo's knife. After that was settled, Alan drops them off at the demonic crib and then says he has an appointment with Dr. Monster, which makes complete sense, and then he's gone. So this is just leaving Charlie and Pim all alone, and they did eventually find the demon sucking out Mr. Boss's soul, and Pim tried to stab her after Charlie pussied out, but then they realized that the knife was fake. At this point I just felt bad for Charlie, because Chabo pulled off the heist of the century on him. There's no way this guy's gonna get a refund. At this point, Brittany woke up, so Charlie and Pim explained that they tried to kill her in her sleep, but they thought she was going to destroy Smiling Friends, and Mr. Boss along with it. My words, not theirs. And of course they were right. Brittany even said they were right. But when you hear about the allegations, it just hurts your feelings so badly that it makes you want to commit suicide. And that's what she did. Good riddance. So now that Brittany's out of the picture, all's well that ends well. I mean, just look at Mr. Boss laughing away and singing to his employees.
I know 4 employees that I just adore. I'm so happy I can see.
They are totally not weirded out by him at all. Okay, but on a serious note, Mr. Boss looks like he got drafted into Smiling Friends from Meat Canyon's collection of freaky gooners. I know Mr. Boss is a freaky guy already, bro, because who starts beefing with Satan about property? Like, we get it, bro. Your wife died, and you get 1/4 of hell because it was in her will. But are you willing to crash out just to get the full deal? I can't lie, if I was in Mr. Boss's position, I would be spamming every door I know. Alright, next episode, Season 1, Episode 3, Shrimp's Odyssey. I am aware of a few comments who have compared me to this guy, and it's the main reason I found out about Smiling Friends in the first place. And I see where you're coming from, but it doesn't mean I have to be happy with it. So we're gonna move past this for a bit and psychoanalyze Shrimp. The episode starts off with Pim eating worms by accident because of his bad eyesight. Not that it would have mattered much. He seemed fine eating them in the first place, weirdo. So while everyone's eating, Mr. Boss runs up to the phone and eagerly takes the request. I've seen these symptoms before. Heavy breathing, lots of sweating. Yep, Mr. Boss is dedicated to his job. I will know because I'm an ex-gambler. And the guy who called for help is the infamous Shrimp. As Pim and Charlie go to see Shrimp, I can't help but think, does this guy live in Gotham or something? Because why is some dude getting his ass handed to him like it's nothing right next to Shrimp's apartment? The show is too relatable sometimes. So when Charlie and Pim got to Shrimp's Mouse Quest obsessed room, they found out he got dumped and wanted to win her back. So Charlie went down the self-improvement route with Shrimp, and since Shrimp dropped his ex-girlfriend's address, me and Pim decided to take a trip to 153 Mika Boulevard to steal her back from Shrimp. Win her back for Shrimp. And I'm not gonna lie, for Smiling Friends standards, this has got to be a 10 out of 10. How did Shrimp pull her? I didn't realize Mouse Quest merch was so attractive. After seeing her, Pim started setting his plan in motion by saying a secret admirer has been dying to meet her at this Diddy party, and well, it's an invite to a Diddy party. How can you refuse? So now that the plans are all set, it's pretty obvious that Pim wants to get his freak on and riz Shrimp's ex-girlfriend at the Diddy party. This guy started planning out his whole life with this girl after approximately 2 seconds of talking to her. Okay, let's get back to Charlie and Shrimp's POV. So Charlie decided to go through the self-improvement route with Shrimp.
Let's start by getting some sunlight in here. Okay, whoa, sorry. Okay, we'll start.
So that he could transform into this. Probably. The first step was to get Shrimp some drip, so Charlie told Shrimp, yo, what the hell is going on here? Who's running out those clothes? I'm telling you bro, Shrimp lives in Gotham. Where was I? Oh yeah, Charlie straight up told Shrimp to ditch the mouse clothes. But it was at this moment when Charlie realized Shrimp was built different. No, he was built incorrectly. So he tried getting Shrimp a tan instead, but this just made bro look edible instead. At this point, there was only one option left for Shrimp, for him to get sent to a place where all men at their lowest can be found, the den of the Sigma males. The gym. First off, Charlie stopped Shrimp off with something like a 100 kg squat, and just as Shrimp was about to activate his newbie gains, the gym onk started yapping about his form.
Yeah, no, what you need to do is get your posture right. You need to straighten your back and be aware of your foot placement because your feet are all wrong.
Oh,
Center
yeah.
of gravity
Thanks,
should
man.
be on
Yeah,
your heels.
That scene low-key gave me PTSD to the first time I stepped in a gym. Yeah, at this point Charlie just had to give in and accept that Shrimp is uncurable. So after a quick consoling slap on the back,
Why don't we go for a drink, man? It's on me.
Charlie offered to spike Shrimp's drinks at the closest Diddy party. And surprise, surprise, guess who was striking to steal Shrimp's ex-girlfriend in the background? It was this pink bastard. You know, when I got to this point in the episode where Charlie is just verbally burying Shrimp into a grave and Pim is in the background rizzing up the person he's supposed to be setting Shrimp up with, all I could think about is how ass these guys are at their job. They are like Mordecai and Rigby, but if Mordecai was pink and round and Rigby was overweight and yellow. I'm just saying words at this point. Pim's not a Sigma male like Charlie, unfortunately.
God damn, Shrimp, you're just like, man. And I ain't even trying to be offensive or nothing like that, but I don't know how you had a girlfriend in the first place.
So, with Shrimp being directly in front of him, he folds and tries to hook Shrimp up with his ex, as he was supposed to. But then Shrimp pointed out that that's not even his ex. After all, Shrimp's ex is called Shrimp Penis. That's not a very human name. And to be fair, if Pim is going to mistake cereal for worms, then I should have saw this coming. But all's well that ends well. When you're 4'7", have a receding hairline, and are addicted to Mouse Quest, you can bag some girls, sometimes. Pim was feeling a bit down because of his eyesight, so the fifth smiling friend, which all of you psychopaths voted for via call or text, came to cheer him up. It's Momu. Nah, but seriously, what is this guy doing? Pim and Charlie already have to stay on their toes around Mr. Boss, but now we've got to worry about this guy as well, and he's not even trying to hide how freaky he is. Well, Making this video was an experience for sure, but you know what? I will be finishing Smiling Friends because regardless of how fucked up it is, it's pretty hilarious and Shrimp Scream kills me. Also, I was surprised at how good that animation was. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I deserve some compensation for the suffering that I put myself through, and comment something for a chance to win absolutely nothing. Don't miss out, and as always, see you all in the next video.